Hey all, welcome to Really Little Bit. And folks, tonight I got another beer for you, and this one comes from the Robinson's Brewery, and it's their Old Tom, the original. Now, let me tell you one thing. This beer is 8.5% ABV. I have been drinking this beer for about 8 years, and I cannot believe I have never ever reviewed it. I reviewed their Old Tom Ginger and their Old Tom Chocolate, which were good beers, but I actually think this is the best one out of the range, and I haven't reviewed it. I would say in 8 years I've probably had well over 100 bottles. We're going to crack this bad boy open, and again for the last 8 years I've been using the same glass to drink it out of, my dimpled one. That is just when there's beers, session beers you just like, and you just want to. That's the glass, folks. We're going straight in to show you. There's Old Tom, the cat himself, huh? Slamachara. So the beer has that wonderful smokiness to it, and we're just going to go pour straight in. So the beer itself is pouring with good carbonation, as it always does, and it's got this very burnt. It's like a burnt chocolate colour. It's got a one finger head, tightly packed bubbles, and the colour itself is like cola brown, folks. With that wonderful, again, that it's like a dairy milk chocolate colour. We're going to go straight in with the nose. Oh, the first thing you get is big, deep raisin fruits. So it's them red fruits. There's raisins. There's red grapes. There's prunes. There's brown sugar. There's brown bread. There's molasses. We're going to go straight in. Cheers. Now, let me tell you a story. Hold on. My closest friends know me. This is my cheese board friend. I don't care what cheese board I've got. We always have to have a bottle of Old Tom original. The reason being is, it's not about the highness of the ABV. It's about the sweetness of the beer, and it's about them dark fruits. This beer has got a deep, wonderful malty backbone. It's got a lot of brown sugar in it. It's got molasses in it. But it's, you say brown sugar and then you get the deepness and roundness of molasses. You've also got grapes. You also got a little bit of cranberry. You've got big, deep, juicy raisins. You've got chocolate in there. You've got golden syrup, abundance of it. You've got a light tint of treacle. The reason this works so well with cheese is because the sweetness bites through the bitterness of the likes of cheddars, the ripeness of blue cheese, and the creaminess of goat's cheese. This to me is the ideal beer for a cheese board. I have never met another beer which is close to port than this that beats it with a cheese board, honestly. And the good thing about this beer is it's got them port notes as well. They're very resinous notes. There's also a light smokiness just sitting in the background. But for me, this is your autumnal winter beer. I never ever put this beer in the fridge. This always has to be served at room temperature. So when I go to the supermarket, it's probably the cheapest place to buy it, to be honest, than buying it online. You can get 3 bottles for £5, or sometimes 4 bottles for 6. But it's always in the trolley because it's such a decent beer. Excuse me. That bourbon is lovely too, because you get them red fruits and you get that sweetness and molasses. The beer, body wise, is there. It's really good. It's really solid, and it's quite thick. And then, do you get the ABV at 8.5%? Not at all. You get a beer at about 6%. This is your classic 1990s, late 80s, if it was made then. Let's call it your higher ABV English style bitter, which has been souped up with a lot of dark fruits put in it. It has won World's Best Beer. Now, I think it says here that it's world best beer, drink with caution, blah 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 blah. It was gold medal winner of SEBA Northwest in 2014, but I think it was world's best beer. It must have been around the time I started drinking it. When I came originally to the 2009. 2009. Well, I had it before 2009. I drank it. I think it was 2007 or 2008 for the first time. So what's that? Oh Jesus! Yeah, that's what nearly 8 years ago. I've had it. But definitely a fantastic beer. My partner Claire says when she sees the pint glass out, she goes, "Oh, you're either having one of your stouts or you're having an Old Tom." The reason being is because this beer deserves this glass. This is my glass. This is my dimple glass. This is the glass for good beer, and what I would classify as, a beer which I can sit on session with or sit with and just sit and relax and watch TV. More so, it's got that handle. I don't need to cup it. Yeah, folks, what's the finish like? The finish is malty. The finish is big, deep red fruits. It's pungent. It's in your face. It's got a warm and alcohol finish, but most importantly of all, it's got that lovely light bitterness with red fruits popping through. What do I give Robinson's Old Tom, the original, at 8.5%? This is a world-winning beer. To me, it's an 8 out of 10 beer, folks. It's an 8 out of 10. That's really the Britain doing a review on Robinson's Old Tom, the original. Cheers. Slam.